Hello dear all. In this presentation I am going to discuss from Richard Hughes' philosophy. The name of the book is Principles and Practice of Homeopathy, first chapter, and that's Homeopathy, its nature and origin. So first chapter, Homeopathy, its nature and origin. So what is discussed in this chapter that the what is homeopathy? So homeopathy is a therapeutic method based on law of similars, that is similia similibus curantur, let likes be treated by likes. Homeopathy advocates use of single dose as against combinations and hazardous doses, bloodlettings and venisections, etc. So at Hahnemann's times, this type of the method of practice existed, like the patients were given the combinations of drugs, very large doses, as well bloodlettings were practiced and through venisections. So patient was bled, he was drained of his vital fluids. So homeopathy does not advocate this. Instead, it advocates single dose. Homeopathy advocates use of minimum dose instead of large dose. Thus, homeopathy, we already know the cardinal principles, the three laws. So, law of similars, law of simplex, and law of minimum. So, we go further. Homeopathy has its rule based on philosophy. Induction method. All of you know Lord Bacon's inductive method of reasoning. Discovery of law of similars is based on inductive logic. Inductive logic is logic of truth. Scientific conclusion is drawn by the method of induction. So, from a particular experiment, a general law or principle is derived. So, from cinchona bark experiment, Dr. Hahnemann could arrive at the law of similars. This is inductive method of reasoning, and this is called as inductive logic, which is logic of truth. So the premises considered are reality, are truthful, hence the conclusion reached is always a truth. These concepts are advocated by Dr. Hahnemann were strongly rejected. He was criticized and opposed by the contemporaries. Also, he was opposed by apothecaries. In German society, they were very important persons, example pharmacist. So I would like to refer here that Dr. Hahnemann kept secret about preparation of medicines. So they became anxious. So all pharmacists became anxious as this man with his new method of therapeutics may be a threat to them. So Dr. Hahnemann was criticized and his method of medicines like minimum dose, single dose was strongly opposed. At these times, the sources of Materia Medica was plant kingdom. The color and structure of plant was studied and given to the patients. Sometimes it gave relief, but this was not scientific. This type of study was called as doctrine of signature. Dr. Hahnemann said it's not scientific. Scientific means law, like law of similars. The symptoms of patient will be cured only by those medicines if they produce same symptoms in a prover. How Dr. Hahnemann discovered homeopathy? Hahnemann thought of a febrifuge drug like coffee ignitia, which does not cure ague. So, what was the reference? While Dr. Hahnemann was translating Cullen's Materia Medica, who was professor of Materia Medica in London University, it was written that cinchona cures malaria because it is bitter in taste and its tonic action on stomach. So Dr. Hahnemann combined most bitter substances and gave it to the patients of malaria, but it did not cure. So Hahnemann himself took 4 drams of good china twice a day. So this is cinchona bark or Peruvian bark or china experiment, which is flawless. This is the method to test symptom similarity between cinchona and intermittent fever. So what happened further after he has taken china himself? His tips of fingers and feet became cold. He became sleepy and tired. Heart began to beat fast. He was uneasy and he was trembling. Paroxysm lasted each time he took cinchona for 2 to 3 hours. It came again and again, fresh, when he repeated the dose and became well. In his practice as a physician, he had seen similar paroxysms of chill and fever, which he had cured with china. So, what is the true inference? True inference from this cinchona bark experiment. So, the inference stood out boldly. Peruvian bark cures paroxysms of chills and fever because Peruvian bark produces paroxysms of chills and fever. The necessity of methodical discovery of the medicinal properties of the drugs was now very important. Hahnemann used human experimenters. Disease not only manifests as objective signs but also subjective feelings which are only given by human beings, not by dogs or cats on whom drugs were tested by old school. Dr. Hahnemann proved cinchona to discover the principle of similia. Dr. Hahnemann was a scientific experimenter. The era of medical experimentation begins with Dr. Hahnemann. Dr. Hahnemann experimented scientifically. Dr. Hahnemann verified his induction scientifically for all the time on his patients and made his method of symptom similarity for all time the central curative method of scientific medical therapeutics. So, very important point. Dr. Hahnemann verified his induction scientifically for all the time on his patients and made his method of symptom similarity for all time the central curative method of scientific medical therapeutics. So, entire therapeutics in homeopathy are built on this foundation of symptom similarity. A drug will cure such ailments as its sick making power will produce similarity. So, a drug will cure such ailment only if the sick making power will produce similarity. So additional reference is taken from 6th edition of Organon of Medicine to explain the various points which are discussed by Dr. Richard Hughes in this first chapter. So Dr. Hahnemann tested many drugs on himself and family members. He has proved total 99 drugs. Dr. Hahnemann further started reducing the doses. He opposed the use of purgatives, emetics, and opposed the bloodletting venesections. They were also called as this type of treatment also called as derivation tolecosm. It means materia peccans means removal of material cause of disease, that is abnormal discharges, fluids or faulty blood. So they consider, that is old school consider, that disease is caused by these abnormal discharges or fluids, or fever is because of faulty blood. So they had practicing the venesections. So this type of treatment was strongly opposed by Dr. Hahnemann. He said cure is effected due to single similar minute dose. This medicine acts on life force and not on just pathology. It is said in the history that relation of homeopathy to Dr. Hahnemann as is relation of steam engine to James Watt, as is relation of Newton to falling apple, as is relation of Lord Bacon to logic, the relation of cinchona bark to the discovery of homeopathy. Homeopathic law of similars is an inference by a law of affirmation. It is an universal law. It is a science which could be confirmed on repeated experiments. It is a law, it is a science which could be confirmed on repeated experiments, and law is again and again verified. Likes be cured by likes, that is our law of similars. So this was a discussion of the first chapter of Richard Hughes, and that is the nature of homeopathy. So we already know the cardinal principles of homeopathy, and the most important, the first three laws, that is law of similars, law of simplex, and law of minimum. Thank you.